Okay, we're going to talk about real quickly some operations with polynomials. So when we talk about this, you'll hear about the degree of the exponent. And so the degree is determined by the largest exponent. So if we're looking at here, we've got x to the 6th, x to the 7th, x to the 3rd, and just a constant. So the degree would just be a 7 because it's to the 7th power. Now when we're looking at the degree of one with multiple exponents, you've got x to the 4th, x to the 5th. We're going to combine those and say 4 plus 5 to get 9. Or this one, 4 plus 2 would be 6. So that would be to the 9th degree, combining those together. All right, when we're looking at adding and subtracting, y'all know this, it's combining like terms. But first, I have to distribute. If I've got a negative there, I'll distribute a -1. So instead of plus, that would make all of those minus. So negative 3x squared and 4x squared. So 4x squared minus 3x squared would just give me an x squared. Negative 5x, negative 4x gives me negative 9x. Negative 2, negative 1, I mean negative 3. Okay, again, stuff that y'all know. When we've got plus sign, don't really have to have the parentheses there. It's just showing two separate polynomials that are being added together, but the parentheses don't really help us here at all. So if I have x to the 4th, I would do 10x to the 4th. I got 5x to the 4th and 5x to the 4th. Gives me 10x to the 4th. I've got a y to the 5th here and a y squared. So both of those, since they are not like terms, they do not have the same exponent with them. They're not alike, we can't add them together. So 1y to the 5th and 1y squared would not be the same number in every instance, whereas 5, like x to the 4th here and x to the 4th there, would be the same number. And then I've got a plus 2 at the end. Okay, next, looking at multiplication and division. Again, just multiplying like this is a review. We're just distributing into those. So 4x squared times 3x squared, 12x to the 4th. And then times negative x would be negative 4x to the 3rd. And times -1 would be negative 4x squared. So you've got instances here where you'll be multiplying stuff in, also instances where you're dividing out. So when we're dividing, what I'm going to do is kind of the reverse of that. It's really pulling out a greatest common denominator. So I divide 9m to the 3rd divided by 3m minus 24m squared divided by 3m. And what it gives me is, just dividing that, I'll subtract exponents, divide the numbers. So that'd be 3m squared minus 8m. And so we could still pull a little bit more out of that, but that's just having us divide by this. And so you end up with that term. So it gives you a quick overview of our multiplying and dividing with the polynomials.